So guys, I have James, and I'm in his closed guard. So guys, I'm a firm believer that when you're in somebody's closed guard, in jiu-jitsu specific terms, you're in the worst position. So I think a lot of us who watch mixed martial arts have a predisposition to what we feel is a dominant position, and in a lot of cases, when you watch MMA, you think this is a good position. And it is. In MMA, if you're a trained fighter who understands the mechanics of base and what James is trying to do. When you're untrained and you don't know about your body awareness is low, your base is off, you have limb exposure, this is a horrible place to be. Horrible, because he has control of your hips and body, and if I'm not sure what to do, I'm very vulnerable. Furthermore, James has literally hundreds, if not thousands, of different sequences of attacks that he can implement from here. Literally. And I have about 5. Because if I'm on my knees in his guard, my single goal should be to break open his guard. Theoretically, it's almost impossible to submit James from inside his guard, right? If I try to cross choke him, I'm giving him an arm bar. It's so easy because my arm's across his chest. Yeah, exactly. If I try to do like an Ezekiel, he can easily push me. He can start to go for inverted arm locks on my hand. Yeah, like I'm not in a leverage-based position where I can actually apply like good submissions. There's some gimmicky wrist locks that you can do that I always mention, but those are very difficult to do as well. So what should my goal be when I'm here? Break open his legs is the first thing. But then I should stand. Why should I stand? I should stand to nullify a lot of the opportunities that he has from guard and to increase my opportunities. The minute I stand, my single goal is still to break open his legs, but I have to break open his legs and then I have to engage with the pass. So there's several ways to stand. I've taught a way to stand without controlling his hands plenty of time. But today we're going to look at how we stand when we control a sleeve. So what's the purpose of controlling a sleeve or a no-gi controlling the wrist? I just don't want him to mess with my leg when I stand. Sometimes when we're a little bit more inexperienced, it can be kind of intimidating to stand when he starts to underhook my leg. Right? He starts to underhook. Yeah, this can be a little scary, and if we're not sure what to do when he does that, it is kind of an issue. So a safe way to stand as a beginner is to think about the first thing you have to do is find his hand. Right? If his hand's on my collar, I just break his grip. How do I break his grip? I just grab a 2-on-1 and I pull myself back as I pull his arm forward. Boom. Then I control the sleeve. Guys, when I control the sleeve, I go knuckles deep. Like this. I don't just grab here like this. I grab his sleeve and I push it down. Okay? Now this hand's going to control his pants. I'm going to lean heavy to my left while pushing on that sleeve. Being aware that my arm may be a little bit too far off to the side. His sleeve is holding me. But this hand can cause a problem. I step up, and then I turn and I step up with the other leg. So guys, I lean, step, turn, step. When I step, I have this hand on the top of the knee, and I'm going to push him away as I pull down on his knee. So like this. Okay? If I have the sleeve, I can back up, get a cross grip, and I can do a pass right away. Before he establishes a guard, I can back up, and I can pull him into a very basic pass. So, again, I'm here. I control his sleeve. Whether I had to break a grip or whatever I had to do to get it, I control it. I like to control with my stronger hand. I'm a righty, so I use my right hand to control his sleeve. I pin it down. Left hand comes where my elbow is parallel with his quad, and I keep myself tight. I lean heavy to my left to lighten up my right leg. Big thing beginners do to lighten up that leg is lean forward. What happens when I lean forward? James pulls me with him, and I'm off balance. Huge mess, right? Simple mistake. I just lean forward to lighten this up, and he pulls me that way. So what do? I lean away and to the left. Step the leg up. Now very quickly, I do what we call a windshield wiper motion with my back leg, which is my left leg in this case. Windshield wiper is like a windshield wiper on a car. I'm moving my leg. So I move it this way. Now very quickly again, I go to the top of the knee, and I back up. Guys, what's breaking open his guard is not me pushing on his knee. It's the separation of my hips and James's hips. Right? My hip is very far from his hip right now. That distance is what helps me break his guard. Now, the biggest tip I can give beginners is when you open somebody's guard, don't hang out here. Don't let James establish a De La Riva hook, grab your sleeve, get your ankle, because now you're in another mess. You don't know that much, right? So your knowledge limited. But if you have a path, you can still implement that path on somebody who knows more than you. Because if he has like De La Riva, man, I'm lost now. I don't know how to pass from here. But if I go back in time to where I broke open his guard and I just immediately start to move and try to pass, I have a shot. I'm not saying you're going to go and pass people's guards that are better, but at least you give them a problem. You're giving them something to address. So again, I'm here, I break the grip, come here, left hand's parallel with the leg, I lean heavy to my left, step up my right, left hand to the top of the knee, break, back up. Look guys, I pull James to me. See how I make him turn? My knee comes to the hip to stop him. One more time. I'm here, right? I grab his sleeve, pin it down to his belly. Lean to the left, step up the right, windshield wiper the back leg, push. Right away, grab that cross pant grip and pull. Knee comes to the stomach. Does that make sense, guys? You got it? 3, 2, 1. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As usual, if you like this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps me grow my channel. Os, guys, keep training.